We are back with another life update. I know y'all have missed me. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. I am literally like overwhelmed, overfilled with joy. I have put YouTube back on my back burner, per usual, because it's just something that I'm not used to pushing. But if you know, you know, YouTube is the place where you can really thrive. So I am literally going to continue to come back. I'm going to work on my content ideas because YouTube content is not hard to create and concepts to come up with. But a lot of the times it's just like, I got to tilt the camera this way and I got to it be draining, but nonetheless, your girl Sierra Vernice is here, digital creator, business strategist, life coach, business connoisseur. Like your girl would just be doing everything. Author, yeah, podcast host. Like I be doing a lot. I be doing a lot. But I am back. To be honest, I have always wanted to continuously push my YouTube, but I always wanted it more so in the sense of pushing the podcast. But I know that I need to show up as myself and sit down and have talks with you guys because a lot of times, we be locked in. And to be honest, I think I'm just gonna be your best friend that literally helps y'all out with life, helps y'all out with your business, evolving, growing, healing. Y'all know the vibes. Y'all know what happened when y'all around me. You got that glow, you got that positive energy. So I want to make it my mission to show up for you guys, for my subscribers. And of course, if you are not subscribing, make sure that you subscribe. Okay. Um, today's post is actually just going to be about me giving my life update. So if you've been subscribed to me for a while now, you'll see that I have been posting life updates, just keeping y'all in the know what's going on. But I want to get back into actually having topics when it comes to the YouTube channel, centering around, like I said, healing, business, life, just life in, and all those things. But today, we're mainly going to just get the scoop on what's been happening with C because it's a lot that's been happening. Okay. To be honest, I don't even know the last update that I have made, but the summer is over. We are literally at the end of the summer. It feels super amazing outside. When I say I'm so happy that the heat is gone because I feel like it's gonna come right back. But I'm so happy that like the scorching 90s and 100 degrees, I can't do that. I start irritating my skin. I got to stay in the house. So I am happy that we are slowly, briskly walking into fall. School is about to start. My, Johnny Gill. Okay, I am a little happy that school's starting. One for my son because he got to get up out my face. Like for the people that are watching that are mothers, if you know, you know. When them kids be home in the summertime, they always hungry in the middle of the day. They bored. They don't know what to do. And don't let it be raining and they can't go to the pool and they can't go hang out because now they're literally mom, 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 mom. Right? Like I give me a break, please. Okay. So I can say that I am happy that school is about to start because obviously he will be gone during the day. I don't have to worry about, if he's going to come in my room and ask me what's for breakfast or what's for lunch or can I get this, can I get that. So that is definitely a relief. But also when he go back to school, guess who? Okay, y'all, I am super convinced that regardless of what I do to try to show up, to try to push my content, something always hits the fan. So, as y'all can see, the voice is not matching with the lips because I realized after I finished recording this long behind YouTube video that my mic decided to die in the midst of the video. So I have to do a voiceover now. And I'm just going to tell y'all everything else that I said in the video because, again, this was literally just a life update. So obviously we were talking about my son going back to school, me going back to school. I was saying that I was really happy about going back to school just so that I can have the discipline and the structure that I need because the summer was fun. I had my little vacations. I did all of the things. I was able to relax. But, one thing about me, I love being challenged, and school is always something that has challenged me. So that's why I'm a little excited to go back to school. We have literally maybe like less than 15 days, maybe 16 days until classes start. And like I said, my son goes back to school as well. Now, as far as the rest of my vacations that I took in the summer, I went to Florida for a family reunion. I went to Baltimore for Juneteenth. And I think that was pretty much all I did. I obviously was working throughout all those other days. Oh, let me tell y'all about my job. So pretty much I was working in a full-time position while I was still running my businesses, being a content creator, being a business strategist, all the things, right? Running myself ragged, doing everything possible, being a mom and all of that. And I ultimately made the decision like at the beginning of July that, you know what, when school starts for the fall semester, which starts in September, I know I'm going to have to really dive deep into this work. So I don't know if this full-time job is really going to be, a good addition to my life, because I know how I felt with my first semester going back, and it was hard. It was definitely a lot to juggle, but I also had a lot of help too. So I was just thinking, and then I prayed on it, and I was just like, you know what, I probably need to really either like go part-time at this job, or find another part-time job to make 2 part-time jobs a full-time job, and really just focus a lot more on my content creation, my businesses, and things like that. So I pondered on it, I prayed on it, and then one thing about me, like, I don't know, I'm a firm believer in that if there's something that you need to do, God will continuously press it and put it in your face until you decide to really be like, okay, I have to make this move. And that's what it really was. It was literally like I was showing up day in and day out at my full-time job, and it was just like, girl, I can't take it. Like, it was literally days like, a Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 type job. I literally was going into work and was doing the very bare minimum. And it got to the point where it started to frustrate myself because I couldn't even focus on the little part of my day that I do, partake into my business activities, that I'm drawing blanks. Like, I can't think of nothing that I need to do. I can't focus. I'm not in the right, mind space. So then I start to feel like, okay, the environment is kind of cluttering my mind. So then I go start like taking like lunch breaks away from work. And it's like, that's the time that I'm getting away. And I'm like, you know what? Ultimately, I need to really probably just step back from here. Because I'll tell you, I was working 7 days a week, literally day in, day out at that job, just dedicating all my time. And I had thought, I'm like, well, this is hard showing up at this full-time job, but in the same sense, it's kind of easy because, all I got to do is physically be here and do the work that I need to do. But also another part that was hard was when I was a full-time business owner, and I ultimately, like, it was hard then, shit. Like, it definitely was very hard, but I put my mind to it and I continued to blossom and flourish in that, like, when I did my full-time business owner thing. So I was just like, well, all of this shit is hard. Like, and that's literally, if y'all don't get nothing else out of this video, life is going to be hard regardless. You just have to choose the hard that you're going to deal with. So for me, guess what I did? I stepped down from my full-time position, and I still work at the job because I didn't quit completely. I was just like, let me just go, part-time. Let me get a couple hours here and there. But I can't, the supervisor level position that I had, which I technically wasn't even a supervisor, but do the math, that's how the work was adding up. Like, I was a supervisor and the money wasn't coming behind it. So I ultimately decided, like, you know what, let me fall back from this place. Like, I'm literally giving blood, sweat, and tears and doing all the things for y'all, and realistically not reaping any benefits but the regular. So, and also one of the things that happened when I was pondering on if I was going to step down or not, I was working 7 days a week because I was able to pick up overtime. So long and behold, of course, they like say, oh, your overtime is getting cut because you're making too much money. So then that just was a no-brainer for me to be like, yeah, no, I'm out of here. So all in all, this is me, talking about my experience at that job and just the things that I decided to ultimately maneuver and change my life. So like I said, school's about to start. My son's about to go back to school as well. I am back full-time business owner. I have opened up my marketing agency again. So if you are a business owner and you're trying to figure out how to really market your business and get new eyes, new sales, all of that, I'm your girl. I've been doing business coaching and business strategist for literally over 5 years. I've built my first brand to multiple six figures. So your girl know how to get you some money. But yeah, this is literally my life these days, and I'm actually excited to give y'all another life update. I probably will record another one, if not next week, then the following week once school starts, so you guys can see how it's going. I have 4 classes. One is Spanish, one is a psychology class, another one is a sociology class, and the other one is honors English. So I already know I'm going to be swamped and it's going to be ghetto, but guess what? We're going to get it done. I will make sure that I show up for more videos so that we can not only just dig into what's happening in my life, but also give you guys word of advice, some business strategies, some interviews from the podcast. Like, it's just about to be full-blown content creating. And if you were not sick of me before, prepare to be sick of me now. Do you hear me? Okay. I'm super excited. I appreciate everybody for listening to this whole voiceover because I was so mad that I couldn't hear any of my sound in this video when I played it back. But nonetheless, I said, I'm going to figure it out. I got the footage. I could just talk over it. It's going to be what it's going to be. But I appreciate y'all. If y'all are not subscribed, make sure that y'all subscribe to my channel. And until next time, mwah, see you later.